up? We got us a Derek FDB video starting off the reaction day strong. This is 1-star I'll boom only y'all. I swear. Shut up. All right, man. We got 1-star rated movies by Derek FDB. Let's get it.
I've gone over a lot of movies on this channel. Some that I liked, some that I didn't like, even some that y'all didn't like. But something that I've never gone over on this channel is movies that the world didn't like. And that's what we'll be doing today. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be going over movies with some of the lowest ratings and the most 1-star reviews I could find. To find out if people are just hating or these movies are actually just that. I'll personally give them a rating once I'm done covering each one. And in the end, I'll go over a movie with some of the most 1-star reviews ever and possibly one of the most hated movies ever.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, this movie, this Emoji Movie, I didn't think people actually went out to go see this.
And I'm getting straight into the trash because the first movie I'm going over is called The Hottie and the Nottie. What y'all think this movie is? With a smooth 2 out of 10 stars and a calm, just a calm 26,000 1-star reviews.
Oh my
goodness. This movie's in the top 6 lowest rated movies on IMDb. And I never seen it. But after reading some of these reviews, I had to know what all the fuss was about. Like, listen to this review and tell me you're not at least a little intrigued about how bad this movie could be. A guy by the name of Meeker said, "Oh my, that's bad. I am just amazed that, as of this moment, there are 554 people who rated this movie a 10. I would like 10 pounds or 20 gallons of whatever it is that has warped their mentality to such a degree. Acting, abysmal to non-existent.
Okay.
Script, huh? What's that? Directing, not that I saw. My only regret is that I cannot vote less than 1.
Damn.
1 out of 10 stars. Like, I had to watch it.
I can't vote less than 1 is what he said. Gotta see what he talking about.
And I did, but before I give you my thoughts on it, I know y'all ain't watched it, so let me give you a quick rundown. Alright, so this movie is a rom-com, which, that's how you know it's gonna be bad. Well, we follow this dude named Nate who just got dumped by his girlfriend. And since he's newly single and never really loved the other girl, I guess, he decides he wants to get back in the game immediately. And instead of chasing new girls, he wants to rekindle an old love. The one that got away. His first grade crush. That's right, first grade. Who now lives across the country and he hasn't seen since they were 6 years old.
What? That don't even, what? How do you don't know what she looks like? You haven't seen her since she was 6. She lives across the, why are you grasping like this? There's no way that I remember a crush from fucking first grade and I'm like, oh, I'm for sure they're hot now. No. Y'all probably got nothing in common. She don't even know what you look, what?
Oh, yep. Haven't seen each other in 20 years. So this guy, Nate, travels across the nation to find her. And he does. She turns out to be Paris Hilton. And she even agrees to go on a date with him. But with one catch. She'll go out with him, but he has to find her friend a date as well. Oh, find her friend a date? That shouldn't be so hard.
Oh my goodness!
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I don't need to date that bad. I swear I don't. You got somebody for my mans? Is he cute? Yeah, my nigga cute. That's literally what this gives off, bro.
And so Nate spends the rest of the movie trying to find
Oh, damn! She took the top off. Oh, she took the top off. Dude, how old is she? The top is gone, Chad. The top is non-existent. She took the top off, bro.
Her a date. And that's all you gotta know for me to tell you that this movie is trash. I mean, really, I normally hate on rom-coms and call all of them trash, but y'all, this one is seriously trash. Like, first of all, for a rom-com, there ain't much calm going on in this movie. Like, it's not very funny. Which is crazy because it has such a funny premise. Like, it's pretty much a take one for the team type of situation, right? Except the guy trying to pull the hottie should realistically be the one with the naughty. Like, it's pretty funny. But this movie manages to do nothing with it.
Yo, wow, her teeth like really like that? Like,
it's not very funny. Which is crazy because it
need volunteers is so egregious.
has such a funny premise. Like, it's pretty much a take one for the team type of situation, right? Except the guy trying to pull the Hottie should realistically be the one with the Nottie. Like, it's pretty funny. But this movie manages to do nothing with it. And that ain't even the only thing they messed up on. Even the girl, I'm not calling her that. The girl June being deemed as ugly, they messed up on that too. It's like the creators of this movie don't even know what it actually means to be ugly. Like, looking at her, you know.
I mean, she's fixable. That's the thing though, chat. Like, she's fixable. I'd say that for sure. She's for sure fixable. I think they're just like, I think they're grasping. Is she? Bro, some veneers, a wig, and she's solid.
She doesn't look the best, but it's not because she's ugly. It's because she's dirty. You understand what I'm saying? There's a difference. Like, ugly to me is like, no matter what you do, you stuck, mama.
Yeah, you could.
I hate to break it to you, but you stuck. But the stuff we see in this movie is like her toenails and teeth rotting. Like, ugh.
Oh, the toenails. Oh God. I ain't gonna lie, chat. That's one thing I hate more than an ugly one is a dirty one. I can't cap. I can't lie. That's like dirty. Like even you can clean it, right? You can clean it, but like, I don't know. It's just okay. Boom, chat. Like, boom. Here's the thing, right? Say you have a steak, and the steak's not fully cooked. You can throw that motherfucker back on the grill, cook it, right? That's fine. But say you have a steak and you drop it on the floor. You rinse it off, but you're always going to look at that steak like, this was once dirty. You feel me? Like, this was once dirty. Like, I can't see this not being dirty now. It's different, like, fixing something that it, you know what I'm saying, it's broken a little bit, but it's clean and you can fix it. But if it's broken and it's dirty, like, it's like a, oh no.
Ugh, that's more gross than it is ugly. Ugly is different. Ugly is not this. Like Harvey Weinstein, that is ugly. This girl though, she just needs a dentist and a shower. And then the last thing I want to point out about this movie, and I want to speak on it too long because it's a comedy movie and it's supposed to be ridiculous, but I got it. Bro, the fact that this dude traveled cross country for a girl he hasn't seen since he was six,
yeah,
come on, it gotta be at least a little concerning, at least a little bit. Like, last time you seen her, y'all were preschoolers, and that popped in your mind as the true love of your life? Word? But yeah, this movie is boo-boo. Even the ending, you would think it would be something like he falls for the Nottie over Paris Hilton to show personality beats looks. But no, he does fall for her, but only after she gets a whole makeover and is no longer ugly to him. And it's supposed to be a happy ending? Man, this movie getting 3 out of 10 stars from me. And I'm only rating it higher because I like his Speed Racer costume. That's the only reason. But like I usually say, that was only the first movie. The next one might be even worse. The next movie I got up is titled, be ready, Shriek If You Know What I Did Last Friday the 13th. That's the title. Now, you may be looking at this movie how I was looking at it the first time I seen it. Like, I know you from somewhere, but you don't look right. And you would be right. The movie you're probably thinking about is Scary Movie. But this is not that, because this movie, just like Scary Movie, is a parody of a bunch of horror movies released in the 80s and 90s. Okay. But there's a reason you haven't heard of this one. Coming in at 4 stars out of 10. This movie is definitely...
Why is face like, okay. Bro, of course it's this nigga. Hold on, let me move myself. Of course it's him. Wasn't he? I think he was actually in the Scary Movies.
He not as loved the Scary Movie. But the question is, are people just hating? Is it really a 4 out of 10? Is this movie so bad that it deserves to be called the worst movie ever? Hell yeah. No, I'm kidding. Look, this movie is not good, but it ain't the worst. It got some funny things going for it, like the killer, you know, because it's a parody.
Wait, say that. What? Let me see this.
Not good, but it ain't the worst. It got some
Tom Arnold. A Shriek, if you know what I did
funny
last.
Things going for it, like the killer, you know, because it's a parody of Scream. The killer never actually kills anybody. It's more like he accidentally makes them do it themselves. Like, this one girl runs into a beehive and dies. Like, that's pretty funny. They also got a guy named Bonner in the movie that they always call Boner, which I know it's immature, but I find it funny. And then Coolio's in it. You know, that's cool. It's Coolio, y'all. The messed up part is these movies were made around the same time, but since it got delayed and came out after Scary Movie, some people called it a parody of Scary Movie instead of calling it a parody of the movies it was actually trying to parody. That's messed up. I was one of those people. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just racist. But I think even if this one did come out
Such a small, subtle shot, but fucking hilarious. Shout out to so, oh my, it was such a small, subtle stray, bro. But it was good. It was good. It was good. I don't get it. Just look, just watch.
Those people. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just racist. But
if you get it, you got it. It was easy. It's easy. But it's just like, you threw that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
If this one did come out first, people would still think this one's a parody because the Wayans brother one still would have bodied it. Like, come on, y'all, let's be real. This one don't got Ray or Shorty or Brenda or Cindy or even Doofy. They do got that one guy from Scary Movie 3, but that ain't the Wayans.
Oh, he was in Scary Movie 3?
Bro, that ain't the Wayans. I'm sorry. I think a 4-star rating is too low for this movie, so I'm gonna give it a 4.5. 4.5 stars out of 10 is not bad. That's not bad at all. Especially when you consider the fact that after this movie, it's all downhill from here. Because this next movie I got up might actually be the worst one I've ever covered on this channel.
365 DNI.
Coming in at a strong 3.3 out of 10.
Niggas, that's Shia LaBeouf?
Stars. I first heard about this movie back when it first released in 2020.
Oh, it's not.
If you don't know, this junk was everywhere for like a month. Because believe it or not, there's a lot of people, mainly women, who actually like this movie. And you'll see why in a sec. But real quick, before I get into this one, I know some of y'all watch my videos with your friends or your siblings or even your parents. And I'm flattered. I truly am. But y'all gonna have to split up for this movie. I'm serious, especially if you're watching with your parents. Please, just split up, mama, please. That was your warning. Alright, so this movie is about two people. An Italian guy by the name of Massimo and a Polish lady named Laura. And their lives are drastically different. Massimo is a cold Italian mafia boss whose father was killed right in front of him. And Laura, her life just isn't as exciting. I mean, yeah, she's a higher up in this sales company, which is pretty cool. But besides that, there's not much going on. Doesn't help either she's dating this bald freaking couch potato who never wants to do anything with her. And I mean anything, which I'll never understand how that stuff happens. I understand if you was like in your 60s, because you know, at that point, your piece is practically paralyzed. But these dudes are like in your 30s. How do you lose love for the game that fast? But yeah, point is, Laura is clearly unsatisfied with her life and definitely unsatisfied by Caillou over here. But things were about to change for Laura, because to get at least a little thrill in her life, she decides to celebrate her 29th birthday in Italy.
Okay.
Italia. You know I know a little Italian myself. Grazie. Prego. That's about it. But after she gets mad at Caillou for literally ditching her on her birthday, bro, this dude must have lied all over his resume to pull her. Because ditching your lady on her birthday and pulling back up in this fit is insane. Laura goes on a late night walk to get her mind off things. In a random town, in a country that she does not know. So what do you think happens? She gets kidnapped. And watching this, I thought it was Bowser who was responsible. Because Laura wakes up in a castle. And on top of that, when she goes downstairs, she sees a painting of herself hung up on the wall.
What?
Yeah, that's Bowser obsession if I've ever seen it. But when she turns around, it wasn't Bowser standing behind her. It was an Italian man. But not Mario. It was Massimo, the guy I told you about from the start. Massimo, what you doing here, my boy? And this one, the movie surprised me, but not in a good way. This guy Massimo comes in and not only tells Laura that he's the one who kidnapped her, but he tells her that he did it because he's madly in love with her.
What? How does he even know her?
Yeah, it turns out the day his father died, Massimo had caught a glimpse of Laura at the beach and couldn't forget about her. Bro, your dad just died.
Your dad died? Whoa! 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 Homie, your dad just died in front of you at that same spot. You worried about a bit? Your dad, he just died. No time to heal? Nothing? You're weird. You're weird. That's weird. And I guarantee, yo, chat, I guarantee you the bitches is eating this up too. Oh my God, I just wish somebody would kidnap me. What? What are we doing? I just want somebody to just take me away from my bald-headed husband that doesn't do nothing. They probably eating this motherfucker up. This is weird. Your dad died. You saw me on the beach. Your dad got shot in front of you, so you think I'ma kidnap this bitch. What the fuck are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about, bro?
And he spent all these years looking for her, which leads us to now, where he drugged her and kidnapped her so he can finally have her.
Wait, all these years? Wait, what? Wait, when did he see her? I'm so confused.
As crazy as this sounds, it wasn't even done there. Because after the dude tells her how she's not getting her phone back, he tells her he's gonna give her a chance. And I watched this thinking, oh, whew, thank goodness he's gonna let her go. He tells her he's gonna give her a chance. He'll let her go, but only after she stays with him for 365 days, aka a year, to see if she falls in love with him.
Then what's the reason for giving me an option if I gotta stay here for a year? Right, they could want her to get Stockholm syndrome. What are we talking about?
You know, at this point, I realized why this movie has 31,000 one-star reviews. Cause what the you telling me this dude drugged and kidnapped this girl in an attempt to swoon her? Was this game in 2020? I don't think this was game in 2020. What is wrong with this dude? I mean, really, like, just imagine this. Like, imagine this. Imagine you a dude, right? And you see a girl that you think looks good on the beach. You know, she looks good. And then your dad gets popped right in front of you, you gonna forget that girl. But Massimo is different. If it wasn't for the fact that he also got shot too, he probably would have been on the ground with his dad like, Papa, no, you can't leave me, Papa.
You can't leave me, Dad. I just saw the baddest bitch ever, bro. You really like her, bro. Look through the goggles, bro. Don't die, bro.
Papa. Hey, that girl on the beach is kind of bad, though. And just think about how confusing that must have been for Laura. Like, this dude over here talking about you are the love of my life.
Nigga, I
don't know you. Or at least that's how I thought she react. But it really is true what they say. Some people will let you kill them as long as you look good. Because tell me why, all this kidnapping and drugging stuff, this girl Laura was low-key into it. Bro, how is this romantic? How? Maybe I'm just not the most attractive guy, but I'm pretty sure if I tried any of the stuff this dude does, it would fail horribly. Could you imagine me trying to sneak up behind a girl the way this dude does and use one of his lines? Are you lost, baby? My eyes! Pepper spray straight to my face. I mean, really, it has to be a looks thing. You think if this 6'3" mafia boss was instead of 5'5" dude who worked at Kroger, this stuff would be cool or hot? No, this would be a horror movie. I know people let people they find attractive slide with stuff more often, but this is just getting out of hand. You never see me doing this. If a 10 out of 10 invited me over to her crib and she just had a painting of me in her living room, what do you think? I'm gonna just stay and be cool? Well, I'm gonna think about it. But no, a painting of you without even knowing me is crazy.
Damn. You really like me, huh? Hey, chat, if it's no English, y'all know what I'm talking about? If it's no English, I might fuck around and stay. Oh, shit. Hey, you fuck with me. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Oh, shit. Hey. I don't give a fuck. I'm staying if they bad. Oh, damn, shorty, I already knew I was a work of art. Oh, my God.
After seeing something that creepy, I am at most seeing her only like 3 or 4 more times. 5 max. But that's it. I don't know what she's capable of. I'll be honest, y'all. I don't want to continue talking about this movie. But Derek, we gotta know what else happens. What did those women like about it so much? You really want to know? The thing they like about it so much, and the reason I'm stopping here, and the absolute worst thing about this movie is that after this kidnapping scene, right? Laura starts actually falling in love with little Bill, which is bad enough, but that ain't even the main issue. The issue is after she falls in love with him, this movie becomes a straight up corn film. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. I mean it. Straight up corn. Every 10 to 15 minutes, something will go down. In the bedroom, in the shower, on a boat, which is usually their favorite, everywhere, every few minutes for no reason. And as much as some of y'all freaks would like to see, no, y'all gonna have to take my word on it. And that's why this movie, for all its 1-star ratings, was the top movie on Netflix and ended up getting 2 sequels.
Are we dead ass? Bro. All you have to do is just turn on the Black and Orange site, bro. Like, or go on Twitter or something. Like, what? You gooners, it's the women. It's the women. Niggas be like, oh, men. It's the women, bro. Yes, double. It's for the women who read smut stuff. It's them. It's their freak ass. It's their freak ass. They want a plot line with their fucking freakness. All those plot lines and shit. That's for the women, bro. It's the book talk. Freak ass girls. Freaked out. Freaked out. Freaked outs.
2. And the reason is simple. This movie is quite literally a gooner movie for women. That's what it is. Like, these positive reviews will remind you that some women could be just as down bad as some men. Look at some of these. Angelica gave it an 8 out of 10 stars and says, wasn't watching for the plot.
We know, Angelica. You freak ass girl. We know. We fucking know.
Then you got Annie, who gave it 9 out of 10 stars and says, makes you feel things, winky face. And then you got the worst one, Bianca, who gave this movie a 10 out of 10 and says, I loved it. My boyfriend hated it instantly.
Leave her.
Told him it achieved the goal of the film when I was a by it. Shrug emoji, smile emoji, sequel please, a prayer for Bianca's boyfriend. That's only a few of them too. There's some reviews in here that give you a college essay on why this movie was good goons. My female viewers could never. Right, y'all? This one ends with Massimo and Laura falling in love in under 365 days. It only took about 3 before he started.
So like, okay, so like what happened to her husband? Cause you're still married. What happened to your job? This nigga's in the mafia. He be killing people. Like what? Okay.
And Laura may be getting assassinated by a rival mafia family while she's on the way to tell Massimo she's pregnant. Yeah, pretty messed up ending. Still getting 2 stars from me though. Might be one of the worst movies I've ever seen. But although it's one of the worst ones, I still have one more extremely low
Sorry.
Probably one of the most hated movies of the 2010s, and coming in at a whopping 3.5 stars, The Emoji. Unlike 365 Days, where I at least saw a girl I was following, glazing it on her story, I have never seen a single person say they like this movie. On the contrary, every time this movie is brought up, it's just straight hate. But the question is it warranted? Spoiler alert, kinda. Alright, so if you don't know, in the Emoji Movie, we follow this emoji named Jean who lives in a place called Textopolis, an emoji world inside of the phone of this middle school kid named Alex. And this emoji world is obviously full of emojis. I mean it, any emoji your phone has, this world got. I'm talking the crown emoji, the shrimp emoji, the eyes emoji, every emoji, all of them. And every emoji in this world has to behave like what it is. Well, what do I mean? The laughing emoji, no matter what happens, has to always laugh. The crying emoji could win the lottery and have 2 baddies right next to him, and he still has to cry. The smirk emoji could get the most terrible news in the world. I'm sorry, son, but the cancer is now stage 4. The poop emoji, no matter what happens to him, has to always poop. I don't know, smell like shit. My point is, the emojis gotta act like what they are, which already brings up an issue I got with this movie. This little rule of acting like the emoji you are doesn't even apply to every emoji. It doesn't. Like, for example, the movie makes it a huge deal that our main character, Gene, is an emoji that doesn't act like he's supposed to. He's a meh emoji. Y'all know the one that's like disinterested looking, the little sassy side-eye one? That's like, whatever. That one, that's the one he is. But he doesn't act like that all the time. Sometimes he'll laugh, sometimes he'll smile, sometimes he'll smirk, and the other emojis in Textopolis shame him for that. This is some BS. It's favoritism if you ask me. They'll say the emojis aren't allowed to break character, but then you got the poop emoji laughing while coming out the bathroom. Like, I'm pretty sure mine doesn't do that, does y'all's? And then the elephant emoji over here cracking jokes. Like, I know they ride tricycles, but I ain't never seen one do stand-up. It's favoritism. It's some systematic favoritism against the yellow emojis. And besides it not being applied evenly, it also just brings up so many questions. If emojis gotta act like what they are all the time, would the kissing emoji be a hoe? Constantly having to kiss up on people? What about the people emojis? What would the white or black guy emoji act like, Emoji Movie? Huh? You wanna tell us? I already know the Dominican flag emoji never gonna be on time for shit. It's stupid. They're stupid. The rules of this universe just don't make sense to me. But that was only the start of my issues with this movie. Cause I don't know if y'all remember, but the plot, even dumber. All the problems in this movie start because the emojis failed to, get this, help this kid Alex bag his crush.
What?
I'm not joking. And you probably
how we supposed, nigga, I'm not in, nigga, I just do, what the fuck? That's stupid.
Wondering why? Well, what happened was, when he was texting her in class and he wanted to send her the meh emoji, Gene made the wrong face. So when Alex sent it, his crush was not rocking with it. And I'm sorry, if all it takes is one misclicked emoji to mess up your chances with a girl, then just give up. The girl did not like you regardless. Unless you randomly sound like the eggplant or drool emoji. That might be on you. But yeah, his crush was not rocking with it. And Alex does what I think any sensible person would do after a small texting blunder like this. Delete everything on his phone. Yup.
What?
One texting mistake and Candy Crush glitching and randomly saying tasty. He wants to factory reset his phone. And when I saw this, man, talk about privilege. When I was this kid's age, I had a broken Obama phone. Do y'all remember Obama phones? Those were those free phones you could get when Obama was
did
president.
have one of
I had
those.
one of those. While all my friends had iPhone 7s and the newest Samsungs.
No. Okay, so listen. I had one of those for like maybe a couple months. And then shout out Mom Dukes, you know what I'm saying? Moved me up to a sidekick, you know what I'm saying? I had one of those for a couple months and then she moved me up to a sidekick. Shout out to her. But yeah, I definitely had one of those bitches, I ain't gonna lie.
I was over here struggling to text my mom one sentence, and you don't even want to know how pissed I was when Flappy Bird came out. And on top of that, it was broken, and I spent seasons with this junk. And this dude bought to reset his phone because he got custom emojis and Candy Crush acting up? Privilege. But yeah, that leads Gene on a journey where he has to survive, I'm not joking, Candy Crush, Just Dance, and possibly worst of all, falling for a goth girl. Oh my goodness. Also, he can fix himself so he can become meh all the time. Mind you, all of this is happening while at the same time trying to avoid being deleted by these robots and trying to stop the kid Alex from wiping his phone. Yeah, that 3.5 starting to look really accurate. When this movie originally came out in 2017, I ain't watch it. And looking back on it now, thank goodness.
That shit
I
ass.
would have seen something
This
this
movie
bad
ass
back
as hell.
then. I'm not even joking. That might have flung me into a depression. That was peak sad Bart Simpson edit era. I couldn't risk that. I'll say this though. Only thing maybe saving this movie is its message. But even then, I don't think I even agree with it. From what I've gathered, the message in this movie is supposed to be, you know, the usual don't change for anyone. Just cause you're different or a standout like Gene doesn't mean you should conform to society's rules and become bland. Which is nice and all, but again, this is some bullshit. Yes, I believe you shouldn't change for anyone, but if you being different leads to the real life equivalent of the end of the world, then just conform, bro. Be bland.
Just
Keep
conform,
emoji
bro.
faces to yourself. This is our lives on the line we're talking about. This one ends with Gene embracing being different and who he is after having a heart-to-heart with his father, who can also express himself in different ways, I guess. And then right before they get deleted, he helps Alex bag his crush, saving them all. Because it turns out you don't need to give a girl compliments or gifts or any of that junk to woo her over. You don't even gotta say anything at all. Just send her a cool emoji, that'll do it. But just cause I think this movie's rating is deserved does not mean I think this is the worst one of the video. That title was going to 365 days. Cause yeah, with the Emoji Movie, most of the jokes weren't funny, the world kinda doesn't make sense, and they had a dance party at the end, like, oh,
what are we doing?
at least it's watchable. Like, I could play this in the background while I'm doing something and not care. 365 days though, I can't watch that. So nothing's topping 365 days. No pun intended. That's pretty much all the movies I wanted to go over this time. I'm sorry this took so long. Y'all know how life be. But y'all know what to do. Comment down below which movie you thought was the worst. And make sure to continue submitting some stories for the confessions video. I've already seen some pretty gross ones. And moral of the story, hey, that girl on the beach is kind of bad though.
All right, buddy. W video, man. Shout out Derek FDB, bro. Shout out Derek. Shout out Big. I was gonna say something so egregious. I was gonna say something so sick and twisted. What the fuck was that? Yo, that was... I'm good, bro.